Hey everybody, it's vlog 25. It is the 18th of November. A little late tonight, about 11:30. Just got finished watching the 4th episode of the BBC series Sherlock. I've been going kind of slow going through the series. I guess it's just because each episode is like, nearly 2 hours. So it's like watching a movie each episode. So I mean, I would love just to sit down. I mean, it's a wonderful show. But I don't know, I wish I could sit down and just watch more than one episode at a time. But I just, frankly, I mean, not that the show is not interesting at all. It's more, I just can't take that, long movies. Even sometimes I start losing interest, not because the show or the movie is not interesting. I lose interest just because I'm, ADD and shit like that, and I just, for some reason, I randomly feel like I need to do something else. But anyway, found out, actually I had an appointment last week with my psychiatrist that I did not make. It's written on my calendar, but I totally just didn't see it, or it was invisible. Something ridiculous, and I missed the appointment. And then I call to reschedule and to apologize because I don't usually miss appointments. I think the only time I've missed an appointment with him was when I was actually in the hospital. So it takes that for me to miss an appointment. And I'm usually pretty good at keeping my psych appointments and my therapy appointments, because those things are very helpful to me. But anyway, I end up talking to him, and to make a long story short, he's going to retire in about 3 weeks, because of some, I don't know, he has, I don't know, it's complicated, and it's his business. So, and he thinks, in other words, due to the events that are happening, he's finding it best that he's just going to retire. So, excuse me. So that's a bummer, because he's a really great psychiatrist. I mean, he, unlike some docs who, a lot of times, the psychological guys and girls, whoever, a lot of times they look down on their patients, and he never once looked down on me. He never once spoke to me like I wasn't understanding him. He understood that I was an intelligent man. I just happened to have some serious mental issues. But, so he realized, because since one of my majors in college was psychology, and one of my favorite sections of psychology was health psychology, all these, the different types of meds and whatnot, he can describe to me, the chemistry behind it, and I understand it to a point. Um, so then when I talked to him, I'm dropping a med that I've been taking for a while, dropping it and starting a new one, which I did a couple days ago when I got the meds from my pharmacy. Um, and they're there to treat major depressive disorder, which is kind of what it's one. It could possibly be one of the things that I have. Like I, I'm in the class of I am. I'm in the class that has a major depression. There's different levels. Well, I'm in the major level, so that basically puts me in the uh, major depressive disorder. And that's actually really really depressed people. Um, Usually these people like myself, we don't find pleasure in activities that we used to find pleasure in doing. Um, you know, I can fire up a video game, but I'll get bored or lose interest in a small amount of time, especially when the depression is when it's at its heaviest. Um, I really can't do anything but just like sit. Usually I have music on because music keeps the noise out of my head. I can focus on the music and not focus on the crazy shit that's going on in my mind, all the voices and all the noise. So anyway, hopefully this new med works, because it's said that it's one of that it treats major depressive disorder. So we'll see. Hopefully it works. Now I have the task, of course, of finding a new doctor, a new psychiatrist, someone who can write prescriptions, because I've got this whole load of meds that I take, and it's been said once or twice, or it's been brought up in conversation, that my dad, who's also a doctor, but he's not a psychologist. He's a surgeon, but he's made a comment a couple of times that he thinks that I may actually be over medicated, which could be very true, because I do take a ridiculous amount of medication every morning. I mean, to get it all down, it takes, basically a glass full of water to get everything down in the morning. At night, it's not so bad. I've only got about 4 or 5 I take at night. The morning is much worse. I take a ton of meds in the morning. So I gotta find a doc that, I don't know. It's gonna be a process. It's a process that I'm not looking forward to dealing with, but it is something that I have thought about in the past. Because my previous psychologist, the guy who's retiring, he's a very he's somewhat strange, but yet that strangeness is not negative at all. It's more curious than anything. The man is wicked intelligent. I mean, he is. He's on the ball constantly. He's never. He's never at a loss for anything. Man, he has an answer to literally almost all my questions. You know, the types of things that actually have answers, or that you can actually give answers to. So, other than that, not a whole lot's been going on. Just kind of riding the wave. You know, like Hunter S. Thompson said, buy the ticket, take the ride. And that's what I'm doing. And just trying to survive. That's all we can do. Especially with the upcoming zombie apocalypse. Supposedly. Trying to see if there's anything else going on in this world outside of people who disagree with each other slightly, trying to blow each other up, which is just ridiculous. So that and more powerful men who are falling from grace, or not really grace, more they're falling from their seats of power because of things that they've done in their private lives, which I don't really know how to feel about stuff like that. I can be pretty politically charged at times, but with something like this, I really, I just, the media makes it worse. That, and why do I need to be worrying about this when I've got so many other things that I'm worrying about? There's so many more important things to do. So, and we all know powerful men easily corrupted because of the fact that they want more power. Power begets power. So, anyway, this is going to be a rather short vlog. Because I got nothing really else to say. Just wanted to update everybody on that. My psychiatrist leaving. So, I'm on the search for a new one. Hopefully I can find something. So, anyway, I'm going to sign off because it's late and I want to get to sleep. My bed is calling my name. So, I'll talk with you guys soon. Take it easy.